guess based upon what I do for a living, it's
Put people out.
well, it's I live in that realm. I live in the realm of life and death.
Oh, wow.
I mean, primarily to preserve it.
Yeah.
But you know, that means you still see it.
Yeah.
And it's a day that you know is coming, but it's a day you never expect.
Yeah.
So it's still, I don't know, a couple of months now. It's still, we're all still dealing with it and attempting to move on. But I think what's been comforting is, you know, all of the well wishes, all of the warmth. And it's just made it a little bit easier. But I'm ahead of myself. I mean, you know, my mom, on behalf of my mom, who's in Maryland right now, living with my sisters, essentially. My brother, Brian, Denise, and Carrie. You know, I just want to thank you guys for the award. I think someone mentioned that my dad, it's weird, like, I didn't really know he was doing all of this stuff, you know what I mean? It's kind of like he had this life outside of the life that we had, but in essence, he was still taking care of us because he realized that, okay, I've raised my family, but now I have to create a village, you know, to support them, you know, after, you know, potentially I'm gone, after I'm passed, and, you know, just create goodwill towards, you know, his family in general, not necessarily for himself. I think you guys mentioned it, very, very selfless, extremely unselfish. Whatever it is that we needed as kids, you know, if it was in his ability, we would receive. Education was always stressed. I remember a couple of times I was afraid to come home because my grades weren't as good as it was a little worrisome. But you know, it was all in love, and he was trying to basically establish a love for learning, a love for family, and you know, hopefully we represent that, and you know, hopefully we continue to represent, I guess, everything that he worked for, everything who he was, and pass that on to, you know, my kids,
Beautiful children.
and
Beautiful
my,
children.
you know, one day grandkids, not too soon.
20 years.
2049.
Anyway, so I'm not, you know, I'm not used to speaking, but I just want to say, I don't know, it was kind of unusual because, you know, Loxley called me and I was busy. I switched jobs and you guys were trying to communicate and I was a little bit out of touch and whatnot. And it was weird because I wasn't used to, like, I don't know. Yeah, we kind of just go about my business, you know, but it was just that I didn't understand the intensity of the love and affection and goodwill that he engendered through his life.
Wow.
Because again, you know, he was just doing what so, you know, I was like, you know, this is cool, but I'm trying to move on. But, you know,
I gotta go to work.
Yeah, you know, I totally appreciate it, and I'm sure my mom will watch the video at some time, and I'm pretty sure she'll appreciate it too.
$39.95 for subscription. Secure link.
Where's my ticket?
Big party.
So anyway, all right, thank you
Those
guys.
are your brothers, by the way. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes, sir. One second, I'd forgotten to mention that in 2017, when we were doing the reunion in Jamaica, that Dalton had made a special effort to get something to Michael. I think a defibrillator. He was watching the news and saw where some high school kid got a heart attack and playing football and of course died. And he was worried that Michael didn't have this equipment. And so he came to the batch and said, let's raise some money. And he did it.
Wow.
And then when we went down for the presentation, every 2 years we'll go down to Jamaica. And so he made the presentation. By the way, the bureaucracy and the inefficiency of Jamaica really worked that year. But he didn't give up. And he led the group. We got the equipment, presented to Michael. At that same time, Brian came down with his father, or met his father there, and we spent some beautiful time over in Ocho Rios. It was at the Rio in Ocho Rios.
Right.
And then afterwards, when he came back, his dad called me. We were just talking and said, Brian was very impressed with your group. He said, you guys didn't behave like old people.
Old people.
Right, so he was I think he deserved to be the first associate member
Right.
of the group.
Was that one?
No, not that Brian. Brian Foster.
I'm not good enough for you.
Right, because of brother named Brian.
And then in 2019, when Roderick came down with us, and he did all that beautiful set of pictures and so on, and as he's doing now, we said we're going to accept him as an associate member.
So me and Brian are the next initiative.
Put you in the application next year.
But now that Brian, Andy came here.
So Andy is the
So-
next
so-
one.
so-
Then me and Brian.
Andy jumped the line. Andy jumped the line ahead of us.
Andy, Brian, Chris. Andy, Brian,
I'm
Chris.
telling
Right.
you, I have influence over the group. You can get to the group through me.
Now you guys, we have to get a picture of me and Frenno and the Fosters
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
together, and then
Yes.
hope you have lots of pictures of everybody.
Yes. One or two.
So
Or 20, according to Brian.
I
Hey.
100.
39 days.
a brother of mine died about 3 years ago, roughly 3 years ago.
Four.
That's Ferris.
Four.
Four,
17.
17, okay.
Uncle Ferris.
Towards the end of his life, he used to come up to Michigan and get treatment. He has a son in Michigan. He used to come up there and get treatment. So every time he came, he called me and he must give him some jokes. So I would give him a lot of jokes. So I said, first I have to go now. He said, Pete, one last one.
Because Ferris will want me to do this.
And in honor of Ferris.
So before we break up, I have one last joke.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
There was a junk in Jamaica. A junk under a light. Searching one night. Searching. So a policeman came by, was driving by. And the policeman said, what are you looking for? He said, me lost my wallet, sir. The policeman, good policeman that he was, got out of his car and helped him with jump, search for his wallet. So after about 15 minutes, searching, couldn't find this wallet. The policeman said, are you sure this is where you lost your wallet? He said, no, sir, down the road. The policeman said, no, look, you lost your wallet down the road. I'm looking for it here, sir. He said, there's no light down there, sir.
tell you one time, I heard this before, but when I went to Homewood several years ago, boy came from somewhere in St. Anne.
Alright.
They played domino the night before they came over for the interview. And domino fell over the balcony, the dark. So that guy had a little more sense than that. Because you know what he did? He unscrewed the bulb.
That's right. So,
Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy.
so we're going to have dessert.
Already.
You're going to take the group picture. Picture first.